Should we go to the phone lines? I think we shall. 03717223344. Dial that number. You can have your say on all things England, like Bob, the England fan, has done. Hello, Bob.
How you doing, gents? Are we all right?
Yeah, we're great. How are you?
Well, I was doing fine today until I listened to Darren Bent at the start of the show, having a go at Harry Maguire. This is shocking. This has got to stop, by the way.
Go on then.
I'm not a Man United fan, far from it, but I'll tell you something. Harry Maguire would be the first name in my England team sheet. He's absolutely immense. The problem that Harry Maguire has at the moment with what people are perceiving as confidence, that's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's problem. That's the current Man United Rannick's problem. They can't coach him, seemingly can't coach him right. But when Harry Maguire's played for us, he's been immense. You remember the summer? You remember the panic when Harry Maguire was injured? You remember the frenzy we were in, hoping that the big guy was at the back for us?
I remember the first 2 games of the group stage and England were brilliant without him.
Yeah, but I never asked you. I said, do you remember the panic and the frenzy that we were all in when Harry was not going to be at the tournament? The big man steps in.
No, I do remember that.
Final.
There was that panic.
Yeah, there was that panic. He got us to the final. The guy's solid.
Yeah, but regardless of if he's solid or not, this season, you pick players on form and he's got no form whatsoever. So how can he be the first name on the team sheet when he's got no form whatsoever?
He'll be the first name on the team sheet because of his experience, because of his ability with England. Gareth Southgate knows exactly how to coach and work with Harry Maguire.
But that's ridiculous because for his club side, he's been poor for his club side. So are we not picking players on form? We're just picking players because they've done well in the past.
Absolutely.
But that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. That because you pick players on form. Harry Maguire this season has had no form. He's responsible for a lot of the goals that Manchester United concede this year. So how can he be a first name on a team sheet when you have no form?
Hold on a minute, Darren. We were just listening to you with your correspondent from Italy. You were chuntering on about getting a guy that plays in Italy for us. Nobody's into any part of Europe from these Italian teams.
So why is Tammy Abraham in the squad then? Why is Tammy Abraham in the squad? He plays in Italy for Roma.
Absolutely. I would question that as well. But I'll tell you something. Harry Maguire never lets us down. Harry Maguire took us to the final.
Bob, can I ask a quick question for you? You keep saying us, but I do detect a slight Scottish accent. How's that work?
Andy, I love England. I absolutely love England. I support them to the hilt. Me and my son Harry, but I can't help where I'm born.
Your son's not Harry Maguire, is he?
But he's named after Harry Kane.
Oh, okay. So how does that work? Where do you live? Where are you from? Are you from Scotland? I don't care, by the way. Where are you from, Bob?
Yeah, I was born in Lanarkshire. I was raised in Lanarkshire. I stay in Lanarkshire. George's cross fly in my back garden. England shirt on my chest. I love England. I always have. And I'd support Scotland at nothing, but England all the way.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And your first name on the team sheet is Maguire, not Kane?
Oh, for defence, Maguire and Stones at the back. Okay. Absolutely rock solid for
Who's your goalkeeper? Who's your goalkeeper, Bob?
Absolutely. Pickford every time.
All right.
Luke Shaw left back.
Yeah.
Walker right back.
Right.
Mason Mount in the midfield. I know Bellingham's in there. I watched him the other week there when he was playing against Rangers. What a player. Declan Rice, absolutely love Declan Rice. Fantastic. And I'd put Grealish in there as well. And I'd have Kane up front with Sterling. Absolutely. What a team that is, eh?
Yeah, listen. Sounds good to me. Bob, thanks for your call, pal.
Good man, thank you. Thank you.
Bob, the England fan.
The Scottish English fan.
Yeah, I've been talking for 14 years.
Yeah.
Never heard.
First name in the team sheet, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, he meant first defender. That's what he meant.
No, still, that he wouldn't be my first defender on. Not now. I get it for England. For England, he's been very good. I'll give him that. But
I don't know. I don't know the answer to the question. Should Harry Maguire be in? For England, he plays great. If Gareth Southgate is picking players he knows perform well under him, then he has to pick Maguire. If you're picking players that aren't performing well at club level, you don't.
But I always think, what message does that send out for people trying to get into the squad?
But Raheem Sterling before the Euros wasn't playing for Man City. And he started and he was brilliant for England at the Euros.
He was, but
I don't know the answer. I'm just giving you the other side to that argument.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.